Hello again, everybody. Welcome to a very short video. I'm just going to show you a couple of mob spawners that I've built to generate experience points, and I use those experience points really to repair my tools. These mob spawners, you can see a spinning skeleton in the center there, and a couple of chests of useless loot. I found them randomly as I was digging through this mountain. And there's also a zombie one that I'll show you shortly that's not far from here. They're not close enough that I can make one killing mechanism for both chambers. There's the zombie. But they're still both here. And the zombie one's not as convenient because it's up higher in the air. You can see it's at height -41. And the way to use these is to clear out an area that's 4 blocks in each direction away from the spawner itself. So with the spawner, you'll wind up with a 9 by 9 by 9 space. That's 4 blocks in every direction away from the spawner. And the light sources there stop the monsters from spawning at this moment, which we're just leaving in place while we do our construction. And once the construction's done, we'll remove the light sources so that the fun can start. Okay, let's take you over to the skeleton one, because it's lower to the ground, so I can be on the ground level and spawning will occur, whereas with the zombie one I actually have to climb up a little bit to activate its range. So in here, both of them are the same, a 9 by 9 by 9 space. That's 4 blocks in each direction. And now that they're built, we'll remove the light sources. And we don't want the monsters just to run around in here, so we're going to create a current of water that'll bring them down into that hole. The hole I've left at the center underneath each of the spawners. Always test your builds. I know it'll work, but still test it anyway in case you've forgotten something. That sign there will stop water from coming down any further if I actually wanted a water channel here. Not too important for the skeleton one. But for the zombie one, they would stay here, and you can see the little air bubbles. If you leave them long enough, the zombies will drown and turn into drown instead of just regular zombies. And they have a different loot table, depending on what you're after in your own adventures. By putting water in all 4 corners, wherever the monsters spawn in here, they will get pushed to the center. And of note, I've left a half slab on top of the spawner itself because monsters cannot spawn on partial slabs. They have to spawn on full slabs. So that just removes the possibility of a monster spawning on top of the monster spawning block and just standing there. That's not going to happen. It's the one spot he can't go right now. So they can go anywhere in the waterlogged area. And as soon as they do, the current will push them down to that square in the center. And you can see I've got the half blocks on top. And we're just removing the light sources to make it dark so that the monsters can show up. And really, this is super simple. And there's all kinds of videos by all kinds of people. And this is the one I use, which is just a giant safe block where I know where the monsters are going to go. So if you see a monster spawner, don't destroy it. Just neutralize it by throwing a torch on top of it until you're ready to build your own experience point machine. Skeleton experience. I don't need that sign anymore. And it takes a few moments, but right now in this dark area they're getting ready to come down. I've got a hopper connected to a chest, and that'll collect any drops for me. And skeletons will essentially just drop bows, arrows, and bones. And of course, they're experience points. Because I'm on a hard difficulty, it is possible for monsters to spawn with armor, and a chance for that armor to drop once they're killed. To increase that possibility, the weapon I use is a sword with looting on it, which will just amplify that chance. And here's some spawns now. And you can see my damaged pickaxe collecting the little experience point orbs, it gets a little bit of repair. And we just do that over and over again until my equipment gets repaired. And then I can continue on with my builds. There's my axe, a little repair on the axe. And you can see the hoppers just collecting all the lovely junk. Experience points. So that's it. Just a quick little 5-minute video to show you how simple it is. Thanks for joining.